Hey, what's up, guys? Chilling out at a bonfire by myself. Kid and wife are gonna come out in a minute. Hopefully, we'll toast some marshmallows or cook some hot dogs or something. Um, so I want to define what a schlubby hubby is, or what Kevin James is, and why we've been talking about Kevin James so much. And I don't remember exactly how it started. I mean, I could probably do some research on how it actually began, but I want to say that obviously, Billy's the one who was pointing out the Kevin James kind of thing where he plays the schlubby hubby in our media. Like King of Queens is a very good example. Mall Cop, Paul Blart, Mall Cop, Paul Blart, Mall Blarp. He plays the schlubby hubby, kind of schlub father figure, husband in that movie as well. And so, what's the deal with Kevin James, right? So the deal with Kevin James is that for the past maybe, and I think this all started with shows like the Honeymooners. Jackie Gleason. I think he was in the Honeymooners. Whoever the fuck played that guy, the taxi driver, I think, or whatever. The kind of schmuck, right? The schlub, oofy doofy. I've heard that term recently. I have to watch that guy's videos some more. Who refer to them as oofy doofy archetype. But that kind of guy where it's like he kind of just acts like a clown, acts like a fat, the fat clown kind of deal where he's funny because he's just some fat white guy and he's a husband, right? Uh-oh, like the wife's the smartest person in the room at all times, that kind of deal. So the past 80 years or so, that that portrayal of the man has been given to us. It's been sold to women as like your husband should be acting like this, and letting you make all the choices, letting the woman make all the choices, right? Because men are just too stupid to do it all on their own, right? They need a woman there to hold them by the hand or hit them over the head with a golf club. Like Flintstones is a good example. Wilma, Wilma and Fred. Wilma's like a really good example of that kind of dynamic where Fred is just presented as a doofus, right? He just goes to work, clocks in, clocks out, and the first thing he wants to do when he gets home is spend time at the lodge or spend time bowling with Barney or whatever. Like that kind of imagery, like the husband doesn't want to spend time with his family. He just wants to be left alone. Barely loves his family, right? Like Fred Flintstone, arguably loves his family, but probably, if we're gonna again treat fictional characters as if they're real, um, probably really hates his family and wants to just get away from his stupid screeching pterodactyl of a wife. So you got that. That's been given to us for the past 60, 70, 80 years. Kevin James, motherfucker. So the typical husband in the United States, in the West, especially the United States, is Kevin James, right? Has been fed the lie of, you gotta be gentle around women. I can give a really good example. The handyman that we hired, well, not hired, but the handyman that was sent over to fix the problems with our house after it got moved in and everything, was this dude who I wouldn't really describe as masculine in the typical sense, right? He was kind of smiling all the time and being real soft spoken, and when he shook my hand, he was kind of a lip wristed dude, and that's fine. It takes all kinds to rule the world, right? Very good, really nice guy, but it got me thinking, like, this dude's used to working with women. He's used to working with like housewives who are by themselves, so he needs to present himself as least threatening as possible, right? You can see the cats in the background. He needs to present himself as least threatening as possible. So he's kind of adopted this Kevin James persona in a way where he has to disarm women. He has to disarm the stupid as soon as he sees them, right? So that's what's been fed to us. That's what's been fed to women, where that's their new expectations. Where this neo, these neo man, this new man in you, new man, like a new masculine, not NEW, but in you, like a new masculine, like a fake masculine, like an empty masculine, if that makes sense. Um, so women are starting to project that idea of the Kevin James schlubby hubby oofy doofy motherfucker, and that's what's been like Literally, like the culture has the this new culture has been handed to them, and they propagate it, right? Because they're the ones in charge right now. Let's be honest. So the jelly roll thing. I don't know exactly how that started. I think I want to say I googled Kevin James jelly roll just for fun, just for some dumb reason. I don't know what compelled me to do it. Turns out they've been touring together. They've been doing their little concert. They've been doing little gay concerts together. I even made fun of them in a video. And now Kevin James supposedly, according to Billy, I hadn't really researched into it, but he's making two new movies where, in the one movie he plays the schlubby hubby, right, the typical feminized man, and this next movie is where he's like hardcore. He's like a tough guy, right? It's a new persona that he's trying to put on. And yesterday, when I uploaded that video, I think it was yesterday, I talked about how he's hanging out with Jelly Roll, right? And everyone's like, it's like, oh, he's just like us, right? Kevin James isn't some just rich white dude. He's like one of us. Look, he's hanging out with Jelly Roll. And then on the flip side, you gotta go, oh, he's hardcore. He's hanging out with Jelly Roll, you know. So that's what's kind of been going on. Billy started calling it the Kevin James virus, KJV, which sounds like King James version of the Bible, which is really funny. Yeah, so that wraps it up pretty much, 10 minutes or less. Hope that made sense. Take it easy.